Hello class. This week we're going to be studying a book called Big Bear Hug, and this video is something that you can refer to throughout just so you can watch it from home or watch it on your own time to make sure that it's really ingrained in your memory of the story. It's going to be very important as part of our fine arts this week when we're making our videos and our movies, and it's also going to be important as our science this week because in the edition that you have, there's all kinds of pictures of Alberta trees and bark and that sort of thing pasted in that we're going to be talking about. So let's start by going through our 4 doors. And the first door we walk through for understanding is predictions. So I'd like you to take a really good look at this cover. Take a good look. Well, there's not much on the back. And I'm going to flip open to a couple pictures and start making, in your own mind, some predictions about what this book might be about based on the pictures and the title. And also knowing what we're doing in science right now, that should help you make some predictions as well. Alright, so just formulating those pictures in your mind of what this book is going to be about, some predictions and ideas. Now, at the end, I'm going to ask you if those predictions are accurate, so make sure you've got a strong hold on them. The Big Bear Hug by Nicholas Oldland. Big Bear Hug. Big Bear Hug by Nicholas Oldland. There once was a bear so filled with love and happiness that whenever he roamed the forest and came across another living thing, he would give it a hug. Everywhere he wandered, the bear shared his love hug by hug. He even hugged creatures that bears have been known to eat. This bear could meet the roundest little rabbit, and he would just stop, smile, and give it a great big hug. No animal was too big, too small, too smelly, or too scary to hug. But what this bear loved to hug most were the trees. He never met a tree he did not like. Big trees, little trees, apple trees, pear trees, peach trees. This bear hugged them all. Now, the second door we walk through is formulating questions. So I'd like you to take a second to make sure that you understand everything that's happening in this book so far. Who's in it, what he's doing. Check those predictions to see if what you thought the book would be about was accurate. Come up with some questions and ask a person that's sitting beside you if they can clarify it for you. So you'd pause the video here, ask those questions and clarify. One day, while the bear was trying to hug a beaver and a tree at the same time, he noticed a man with an axe walking into the forest. The bear followed the man until he stopped at one of the tallest, oldest, and most beautiful trees in the forest. The man spent so much time looking at this magnificent tree that the bear thought he must love trees too. But to the bear's horror, the man started to chop the tree down. For the first time in his life, the bear didn't feel like hugging at all. Then, just as he was about to sink his teeth into the man, the bear stopped. He realized that no matter how angry he was, he simply could not eat the man. It just wasn't in his nature. The bear sighed, and then he decided to do what he did best. So I'd like you to take a second here. You can make predictions again, or you could be checking that your predictions from the beginning of the story are accurate. He gave the man a hug. The man was not used to getting real big bear hugs, so once the bear let go, the man dropped his axe and ran far, far away. And do you know what the bear did next? Good chance to make a prediction. The bear smiled and gave the tree a great big hug, and the tree felt much better. So the first door that we walk through when we're reading a story is prediction, and we did that. At the beginning of the story, we predicted what we thought it would be about based on what we know about bears, what we know about forests, and what we can tell from the book just by looking at a couple pictures. The second and third door you walk through while you're reading the book. It's making questions and clarifying those questions. You make the questions by checking your predictions and checking your understandings against the 5 W's, and you clarify those questions with a neighbor, a peer, or an adult, or by trying to piece it together by reading on. Now, at the end of this story, I'd like you to think about those predictions you made at the beginning, decide if they were accurate. Once you've thought about those predictions, start thinking about what happened in the beginning of the story, and then in the middle of the story, and what happened at the end of the story. When you do that for yourself, you're summarizing. And it's important that you summarize a book for yourself when it's over before you take the AR test on it. So we summarize the story for ourselves, we reflect on the book, was it good, did I like it, what did I like, and then we take that AR test. Now, we're going to be studying this book all week. We're going to have an amazing time with it. I hope you reflected and decided that you did like it, and we're going to proceed from there. Have fun making your movies.